All right. Oh, wait. Where am I? Where is Comfy? Hello. Can anybody hear me? I'm here. Whoa. Why am I there? I'm in the corner. Hold up. Is that better? Yep. All right. Let me just finish my last dumpling. Hi, Koro. Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome to Cienie, a mystery visual novel. Let me finish my last one first before I start saying the usual spiel. Ah. I hope everyone's doing good today. There was a little hiccup earlier today. Well, not earlier today, like a few minutes ago, where I had to restart the stream a bit. But it looks like everything's hunky-dory. Hopefully the YouTube side is still good. But now we're here. Let's see, where we last left off, we found out that someone has been watching our little Tomasz, our little black cat, following and watching his every move. You find out that Otto, our friend and co-owner of the grocery store that we work at, has taken a little too much and can't pay as early as these loan sharks would like. So, as a friend, it looks like we're gonna go talk to an old acquaintance, Fox. Maybe we're getting money. Or maybe we're gonna do something for him. Who knows? But for now, let us go right on ahead. Ooh. We have our notebook of pronunciations, of past words, and we will write them further along. Resting my head against the window, I watch the line of trees blurring together as the bus speeds ahead. Otto worries me. This whole business with the wolf has left a terrible taste in my mouth. And beyond that, worries about what comes next. Namely, how am I going to handle Jacob? He's usually very helpful, and we both end up getting what we want. Yet, the more it happens, the worse it feels. Perhaps it's simply because he's a married man with 2 kids and a high status, but what does that mean? What are we doing? Are we... Oh no. I arrive at the bus stop next to the motel. The thought strikes me that this is probably the motel the tiger from the bar is staying at. Great. The last thing I need right now is to be spotted by someone I recognize. I check the text from the room number. 101. Right. It's probably upstairs. There are very few cars in the parking lot, though I do recognize Jacob's. At least, he is here now. With each heavy step, the closer I get to his room, the more my knees tremble. The simple fact is, after tonight, I need to tell him it's over. But first, I need to get him to help out Otto. I knock at his room door and back off nervously. I roll up the sleeves of my jacket, trying to look as casual as possible. My paws are getting sweaty, so I wipe them on my trousers. Now, okay, there's a gambling in the background. He's a rich, snobby man. Who is it? Ugh. Hey, who is it? It's me. The door instantly clicks and swings open, revealing a fox wearing a wide smile. He beckons me to enter. The room is barely lit by a couple dim lights, along with some candles. I guess he's trying to set the mood. I shuffle inside, then stand by the door, leaning against the wall. You really made an effort here. I believe that the mood is an important part of the process. So, should I just... He inspects me, pressing his hand against my chest, brushing the back of his hand against my body, moving it lower. Have you been? I, uh... Oh, damn. Jacob notices my restlessness demeanor and lifts his hand. Nothing comes to mind as I try really hard to figure out how to handle this. I didn't take you for the shy type. We could start slower. It's been a while. As I'm trying my hardest to avoid looking at him, he places a hand on my shoulder. There's a glint in his eyes as he shoots me a lopsided grin. He leans closer and whispers in my ear, "We got the whole night." Fuck. I must say, I've really missed this. He sits by the bed, pulling his trousers up and then putting on his shirt. Huh. Didn't feel any different than the last. Gosh, Tom, you wound me. Did I have Jacob? Yeah, I have Jacob. Old friend. Lower. Oh, I gave him a low Russian accent. That is my fault. Jacob smirks. Oop! Hold up. Back. Jacob smirks while he finishes buckling his belt, and he stands up to approach me. Well, I'm always open to new ideas, you know? Yeah. Whatever you want. His hand wanders onto my cheek. I push it away before he has a chance to take it further. Sorry, it's not like I'm not interested or anything. Just tired. His head tilts slightly as he takes a step back. Hey, it is alright. We have been at it for over a few hours. He looks at his watch and then back to me with a sly smile. Anyway, there's something I've been meaning to ask of you. No, of course. Let me get my wallet. I sigh, feeling dirty. But then again, I know it'll eventually go away. It always does. And this time, I need to help someone I care about. So it's worth it. Before you do that, there's this friend of mine who might require a lawyer. The fox regards me with a curious look. This is the first time I told him anything about my personal life. Got a friend in trouble with the law. Huh. He borrowed money from some thugs, loan sharks. They came to his sister's shop where I work. He questioned me about his whereabouts. Did they hurt you? He gently touches my hand before his fingertips creeps onto my shoulder. I decide to bear with it. If I start acting uninterested, he might refuse to help. No, they didn't. He squeezes my shoulder with a sigh of relief. I'm glad. Has he called the cops? No. I see. I really think he should. Might be hard to convince him. Well, I can discuss a few things with your friend. I haven't told him that I'm seeking your help yet. I see. Just let me know if he wants to. I guess I owe him one now. I just hope he won't want me to stay here longer. I don't mind doing it pro bono. What? Don't sound so surprised, Tom. I don't know. I expected... You've already said you were feeling tired, didn't you? I don't want to force you into something you don't want. Huh. I don't know how to feel about this right now. I expected him to agree to help, but not without something in return. I guess even I can have a pleasant surprise from time to time. Instead, you could tell me a bit about your friend. Like how he got himself into this situation. Maybe it's alright to share with Gyoko. He already is willing to help. I don't think Otto would mind. Well, Otto is a childhood friend of mine. His family runs the lumber mill in the town. He's a nice guy. I'd hate to see him or anyone close to him get hurt over this. I understand. It is very kind of you to look out for your friends. I rarely get to experience the softer side of you. I'm just gonna ignore his comments and move on quickly. Anyway, Otto made some promises to his family and his workers, then realized he couldn't keep them without outside assistance. But because of his business was in the red, the bank refused a loan. So, that's why he turned to loan sharks. I see. I nod. That's how those stories usually go. Feeling like you have no choice can lead to some regrettable outcomes. But, let's see. Did he sign any agreement with them? I have no idea. All I know is that he told them that his sister's shop was his, and that's why they came there. Perhaps he mentioned the name of a person he's been borrowing money from. How did he find them? Nothing like that, but I can text you once I've asked him about it. The more I know, the better. Sure. Hopefully Otto will agree. Jacob can definitely assist him with legal matters. Then again, he might be reluctant in case his parents and coworkers find out. And just repay the wolf. On that note, it seems that my stay in... Oh my god. On that note, it seems that my stay in Skipniveau is going to become a lot more entertaining than I thought. He flashes a sly smirk at me, his eyes gleaming with mischief. What do you mean? Well, I'll be staying here for a few days on business. I guess I could mix business with pleasure. He stares at me with a hunger in his eyes, his gaze lingering on every part of my body. Hi, Ben. I didn't know Tom was selling his body like this to a married man who's also a lawyer. What the fuck? Also, if you saw my tweet, I have a full notebook of all of the notes of all the pronunciations. What kind of business? Oh, interested in my work now, huh? Just curious. He leans closer to my face. I instinctively turn my head away. Isn't being here for you good enough reason? I doubt you come all this way just for me. You've always make it worth it, though. Jacob whispers his words very slow in an obvious attempt to be seductive. I wish I could just tell him it doesn't really work on me. So, he leans away again. Fine. I'm handling a land dispute. I was hired to assist a buyer acquiring ownership of a local area. Oh, I see. Where exactly? Classified, my dear Tom. Maybe Jacob knows this is exactly the kind of thing to say to get me curious. So, your client prefers to remain anonymous? Perhaps. His tone is coy, but it might be best to cut this short. I've got what I came for. Otto will receive a little help from Jacob. If he accepts. Alright. Well, is there something else? I take a deep breath, my head hanging low as Jacob looms over me once more. I need to tell him that I don't want to keep doing this. But what if he then changes his mind about helping Otto? He wouldn't do that, right? I close and open my eyes slowly, staring at the eager fox in front of me. It's nothing. With a smile never quite slipping off his muzzle, the fox nods. If you say so. I take my jacket from the bedside table and head towards the door. Oh, leaving so soon? Yeah, I've got work in the morning. I see. Keep in touch, okay? I'll try. That doesn't sound too convincing. What do you want me to say? He smirks and lifts my hand with his, squeezing it. An awkward silence hangs between us before he actually says anything. Well, how about we end it with a kiss? Jakob's expression shifts as his hungry gaze focuses on me. I don't think... Are you not enjoying what we have? I'm way too tired right now. Sorry, Jakob. In that case, you can stay the rest of the night here if you want. He's becoming more and more persistent. I don't think that's a good idea. This feels relentless. His cheeky expression turned into a smile. At last, he leans in for a hug. As he does, I feel his hand sliding something into the back pocket of my trousers. I'm all sore, so you deserve this. He opens the door for me. Take care, Tom. Yep, you too, Jakob. Thank you. Jakob locks the door behind me as I walk off from the motel into the night. Okay, not gonna lie, Ben. Out of reflex, I almost hit the cover dog thinking there was a not safe for work scene about to happen, but I remember that you said this is majority safe for work with the depictions or sentence alluding to. So I'm glad that I don't have to put this scared dog in front of the screen anymore for this one. Oh, let me get my light so I can actually read the words. No buses are running at this hour. That's fine, I guess. A brisk walk should help me shake off some of the weariness. I start counting the paper bills inside the envelope as I walk. Zolta? Is it still Zolta? If it's just 1,000 Zolta. Zolta. Yeah. Ugh. At least I'm not that cheap of a whore, right? Well, it definitely won't solve Otto's problem instantly, though. It should cover at least something. I'm having second thoughts about all of this. What if Otto started asking questions about Jakob? Jakob wouldn't tell him, right? I mean, he's trying to cover his ass, too. Have I even thought this through? Like, it doesn't even matter as long as Otto gets the help. And if he did find out, then maybe he'll realize that I'm not worth his feelings. I know. God. To distract myself from these thoughts, I check my phone. Several missed calls from Dad. Whatever. My work starts early in the morning, and then I gotta meet up with Marcus. I'd be lucky if I catch just a few hours of sleep. Ooh. This is Marcus's point of view and might be new words, so I'm going to flip the page. Also, don't think I didn't let those chords go away. I still have them written down. I said, but let's see. I did not put. Did I not put a Marcus? I know it's the deep voice, so. I sit by the table outside as the waitress approaches to take my order. After she's gone, I pull out a cigarette, scanning the scene as I light it. The place seems unusually lively today. Tom should be arriving soon. It's strange that he didn't want me to pick him up today. He only said he didn't want to be babysat. While this place is nice, it's pretty far from the town center. Meeting here with everyone will definitely be quicker though. My ears perk up over the sound of rushing footsteps. Shortly after, I spot Tom jogging towards me. Hey Marcus, sorry I'm late. You're right on time, actually. Tom pulls up a chair opposite from me and slumps into it. Have you at least ordered for us? I've been craving hot cocoa for a few days now, ever since you first mentioned it. I have. Don't worry. Should arrive soon. Tom's fur may be black, but I still notice the sunken dark circles around his eyes. You alright? You look tired. That'd be an understatement. I haven't been sleeping well recently, but it's fine. Nothing to worry about. Doesn't look fine at all. Have you been having headaches again? Oh, actually, not at all. You didn't stop taking your meds, did you? No, the headache didn't hit me yesterday, nor today for that matter. I'm glad then. Though I guess I have no idea how it works. Maybe you just ate something? Doubt it. Either way, it's fine now. Anything new with the investigation? I've sent a blood sample from the abandoned house to a friend of mine. Hopefully they can tell us something. What about the other houses? Was the chief happy with your findings? Well, Here's your order. 1 hot cocoa and 1 double shot espresso. Enjoy. She gently places our drinks on the table and leaves after a courteous nod. Tom starts to sip on his drink immediately. Aww. Look at this tired cat. He's so tired. She was content, I suppose. Still dead set on the fact that Camille was the attacker. It could be him. We don't really know. Yes, but what I'm saying is that they haven't considered any other possibility. I mean, they rarely do. You're right. I'm still waiting for the information about the tenants of the other houses. Sorry, guys. Oh my goodness. You didn't tell me much about that. Want to share? I suppose, although there isn't much. At least until Igor is available to fill in the gaps. I see. The married couple gave me the most to ponder about. They acted strange. The husband definitely looked like he knew something when I mentioned Camille. Why does it feel like everyone knows more than we do? Well, on the bright side, we still know more than the police. What? They don't know about the photos of you I found at the house. Tom rubs his temples and starts tapping his fingers against the table. Don't remind me. It's fucking creepy. I don't understand why he'd be doing that. He looks around as if expecting someone to be watching him. Don't worry, I'll find out why. I want you to focus on something else. Tom glances at me with a slight suspicion before nodding. Right. You did mention you got something for me. Which one of your clients am I helping with? He should be here shortly, but to avoid surprising you, it's Raymond. Raymond? Wait, the tiger from the bar? I knew he looked familiar. He was in your office at some point, wasn't he? Yeah. Why didn't you tell me? Well, I wasn't sure what to exactly tell you. That was the last case your mom was involved. There's a the missing. That was the last case your mom was involved in before. I thought you wouldn't. You thought what? I thought you wouldn't want to discuss it. Especially that. It's been so long. I lie, because I know I failed his mother, as I have failed him. Dad never told me anything about what exactly happened. Most of what I gathered are just scraps from you. The truth is, if I were to given the chance to not tell him anything, I'd probably do it. With the police fucking up and everything, there wasn't much left to go on. It was hard to admit, but I deserve his anger. You told me that she was investigating some missing persons case. That there had been a few while I was away. I wanted to shelter him from this despite that was never my choice to make. I wanted to shelter him from this, despite that was never my choice to make. Yet you knew something specific. This specific case was her last, and you said nothing? But knowing how reckless he can be, maybe I should have. It's been a while. Simply put, I just wanted to protect you, Tom. Fuck off with that! I already told you, I don't need a babysitter. Why is everyone treating me like a child that needs to be guarded? No. God. It's fucking too late for that. Tom, nobody wants to see you get hurt. This isn't fair for me too, you know. Give me a break. I'm already fucking hurting. And you all keep piling it on. What are you referring to? Tom looks away. Tom? Tom sips his drink, his eyes never quite meeting mine. I would have thought he wasn't paying attention if I didn't know him better. Well, Raymond wants to talk to the witness who saw the missing students leaving town. He thinks someone must have been lying. I'd rather not have him wander around alone accusing people like that. So you thought having a local asking about it would be a better idea? Exactly. I can do that, but not because you asked me. I'm only doing it for Raymond. That's fair. Give me more to go on. Names, places, names, species. Actually, just write everything that you think is important. Unless you want to keep it all a secret. I don't. Sure, I'll write it down. Shocking. I got a hunch that he's already plotting something in his mind. I tear an empty page off my notebook and start scribbling with my pen. Once it's all written out, I hand it to him. Sweet, thanks. Just don't get in trouble. And be respectful. Well, it's out of your hands now, isn't it? I raise my eyebrow at him, smiling slightly. Suppose it is. Yeah. So, what will you be up to while we deal with these witnesses? Oh shit, I know I wrote this out. Come on. I'm gonna go to the Gruba Niedzvedge and talk with the owner about the food packaging. Can't you just ask Raymond? I could, but it's been a while since Bernard and I had our good old chinwag. Okay then. Do whatever you old folks do. Thank you for the follow. I suppose Tom's reaction was a lot tamer than I expected. As long as he doesn't do anything stupid, it's all fine. Though I'll have to sit down and talk to him properly. Hello. He's here. I look to the side, seeing Raymond as he walks up to us. I gave him a Filipino accent. A mix. Oh, sorry. You had to wait so long for me already. Didn't you say you were on the way an hour ago? Yeah, sorry. I meant I just woke up. Thought so. Raymond lets out a nervous laugh. Well, at least one of us is getting enough sleep. Oh, hi. Hey, I think I should introduce myself properly. Your name was Raymond, wasn't it? Yes. Well, we did introduce ourselves back at the bar before. Still. Tom lifts himself from the chair and extends a hand to Raymond. Properly then. I'm Tomasz. But you can call me Tom. Oh, goodness. Oh, yes, Tom. I remember. My name is Raymond. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too, Raymond. Now, that's out of the way. Let's get back to the agenda. Right. I've told Tom about the witnesses, and I want you to follow his lead. Raymond nods and listens attentively while Tom casually drinks his beverage. People might not be as open about it as you might think. It might not be easy to get them talking. Be nice. Sure. Can. Splendid. I'm glad we understand each other. Raymond, do you know if Bernard will be working at the bar today? I took a day off. Ops. I took the day off to come here, so I think he'll be there the whole day. Alright, neat. Oh, wrong voice. Alright, neat. Why do you ask? I gotta tell him about another case. Oh. Anything else we should know? You already know everything you need to talk to the witnesses. Just stay out of trouble. I'm sure Raymond can tell you what questions would be worth asking for his peace of mind. Fine. Finishing his drink, Tom stands up and grabs his bag, slinging it over his shoulder. Raymond then follows suit. We'll be on our way then. Alright, good. Good luck. Yeah. Have a good day, Marcus. The two of them begin to walk as I light my cigarette, the sun casting long shadows behind them. So, Raymond, have you ever broken into any houses before? No, la. Where got? I can teach you. Oh, hello. Really? Hello? Walao? Yeah, walao. Orange pen. New page. Orange is for words. By the way, I saw your profile page and caught my attention. It's pretty awesome. Thank you. That's pretty. Which? Oh, my profile picture? Thanks. Oh, he's a cute owl. Yeah. Tom says something else, but I can't make it out, and they both share a hearty laugh as their figures grow smaller with distance. They should be fine. Let's see what Bernard has to say. Whose point of view are we gonna go to? We'll still hear Marcus. Bernard's bar is a lot calmer during the day, though. It still has a few patrons. A sheep waitress who probably is standing in for Raymond is busy attending to a female customer. Yeah, it is my own character. It was created by my VTuber mama. If you type in exclamation point VTuber mama, I think. VTuber mama. There we go. You get their commission page. They're a wonderful artist, and I have been with them for the past 4 years. I've been on Twitch. As I enter, the bright afternoon sun behind me casts a long shadow towards the two women. They both turn towards me. I wasn't planning on making a dramatic entrance, but... Welcome to the Ribbeey. Please, have a seat. I'll take your order shortly. Have you done art in winter or Halloween theme yet? I don't believe I haven't drawn anything in a hot minute. Why you ask? I choose to sit at the window the table next to the bar window. After a few moments, the waitress approaches with a wooden pencil poised inside the cusp of her right hand. Would you like to order? Excuse me, is Bernard around? Our boss should be here soon. Is it urgent? I can give him a call. No, it's fine. It can wait. I see. So, your order? I quickly look through the menu and order the first thing that catches my eye. Kilba. Sure. Let's see what you suggest. Something simple. Kielbasa with fries should be good. Of course. And your drink? Just green tea with lemon. She scribbles everything down and heads off. I scan the surroundings for a no smoking sign before pulling out a cigarette and lighting it. I have no idea how Bernard will react to me showing up here. As I smoke, I kept glancing around to make sure I don't miss him entering. As I finish my second cigarette, the waitress comes back with my order. Here you go, sir. After putting everything down on the table, she turns around to leave. Well, I would like to say yes, but this is not the place for you to request me or doing anything in that sort of sense. If you'd like to do it, then go right on ahead. It's up to you. If you're drawing it. We currently don't accept messages through Discord due to the copious amount of bots requesting for commissions, as well as among other things. You can access me towards Twitter, you can email me, or you can hit up my Blue Sky. Those are the main places. Discord is currently closed. If it's in regards to commission things, then I will have to gladly decline. If it's just for fan art and among other things, you could post it on Twitter and at me when you finish the artwork. But other than that, no DMs at the moment. Could I ask you something? Of course. Do you recognize this man? I place Camille's picture on the table. She bends down a little and squints her eyes. Her gaze is fixated on the photo, but for several moments she says nothing. I'm looking for him. He's been missing for the past few days. One moment, guys. I need to take my inhaler to get rid of the phlegm. I'll be right back. Yet, as I observe her more closely, her pupils begin to dilate and her jaw tenses up. Thick veins running down her neck clearly visible. Miss? Are you alright? She mutters something under her shaky breath. Hey, it's alright. I'm sorry. The police asked about him. I really don't know that much. I understand. You just seem very nervous. I'm sorry if I caused this. I'm trying to just I'm trying to just do the right thing. I see. I really need to go back to work. Before you go, does Gruber Nedjevich... Oh my goodness. I'm getting there. Nedjevich. Before you go, does Gruber Nedjevich offer food delivery? No, we don't. Were you working the night the attack in the woods happened? Yes. The police already asked about that. The girls seem to be on the verge of breaking down. I may be pushing it too much. I see. No worries. I'm really sorry to bother you. Ooh, Bernard, what are you going to sound like for me? Harassing my staff, old dog. Daria, there are first orders lining up. The voice echoes from the entrance like rolling thunder. A familiar voice. The waitress turns around without a word and heads off behind the bar. I see one of her co-workers glaring back at me. No, I wasn't. No, fuck. Why are they so attractive? Ben, why are they so attractive? They're all so attractive. I love it. Marcus, they've already been grilled by the cops pretty harshly yesterday. The huge polar bear steps up in front of me, his belly protruding so much that it hits the side of the side of the table. My goodness. My goodness. What the hell, Ben? You and your artist group is so strong with these arts. My god, I love it. I stand up to greet him, but Bernard pushes me down by my shoulders back to my seat. No need to stand up. Let's chat. Hey yo. Give it up for Armored Stranger. Jesus Christ, these are well done. He slides me into the seat opposite. He slides into the slide. Oh my god. Bernard's already having my tongue tied. Oh my goodness. Let me finish my drink. My god. Oh my goodness. He slides into the seat opposite of me, and his eyes meet mine with a cold yet familiar stare. The old bear takes off his glasses, placing them on the table. Good to see you again. I wish I could say the same. You're rarely around on good business. You're not wrong, Bernard. There's something I need to ask you. Straight to it, eh? I was hoping that you've changed just a bit. Were you? A shame, really, but I get it. Hard to teach an old dog new tricks, eh? Do you want some beer? No, not really. I'm driving. Bah! Don't be boring, Marcus. I won't be here long, just a few questions. Fine, I'll humor you, for old time's sake. He smirks, but his expression turns more serious when I point to the photo of Camille still on the table. Seen this guy? Only from the police's pictures of him. They interrogated us after he... Oh my god, excuse me. They interrogated us about him after the attack that happened nearby. Really spooked my workers, you know? Same way you just did now. Bernard tilts his head from left to right, stretching his neck. The audible crack in his head. An audible crack is heard. Love your Russian accent on Bernard. Let's go. I now have vocal notes now to keep track. I need to start doing this with visual novels more often. Keep note of which voice I'm doing so I don't forget. His mother hired me to find him before she got attacked. Ah, poor woman. Indeed. That's why I hope you can help me here, Bernard. Sure, Pop. What do you want to know? Pop, I'm just gonna pretend that I didn't hear that, because I'm kinda into it. There was some food packages found in one of the abandoned houses related to the investigation. And they're from Grubinetsvich. So tell me, food delivery? Oh, nah. Too expensive to hire a delivery service these days. I see. But if you stay in an abandoned house, once a month we cook a bit more and distribute the extra food to the local shelter. Besides, I prefer face-to-face interaction with my customers. I see. He smirks, looking around, admiring the decor around his bar. How easy is it to get that food packaging? We give them out when they order takeout or when they want to take the rest of their meal home. The customers tend to order too much. You know how it goes. So it's not that hard. Have short clips of them voicing each character which they listen to before they voice act. Yes, I need to do that. I'm just gonna re-listen to like the first VN that I did, the first episode over whenever I need to. I could just make little snippets later. I could always edit them down. Thanks for the fun fact. So it's not that hard, I reckon, but usually you'd have to come here. Or work here. I don't like what you're insinuating, Marcus. If my nose was correct, the leftovers found were maybe 1 or 2 days old. Who was on shift that day? Hard to say. The workers tend to cover each other's shifts without telling me first sometimes. He chuckles after that statement. I simply nod and write everything down. I'll ask my workers. That'll be helpful. Can you write me the address of the shelter, just in case? Sure thing. I check my notes, finalizing everything I've gathered so far. I think that's all. Sorry to bother you, your fine establishment. Nah, you're always welcome. We should crack an old one together at some point, Pop. Maybe when my hands aren't so full. Well, when will that be? Who knows at this point? Then, I hope you can catch a break in your case, for your own sake. I hope so too. The bear stands up, putting his glasses back on while he talks to the waitress before going to the back. I finish my meal quickly, no point staying here any longer. I stand up and walk to the waitress, Daria, who stands behind the till. How much was everything? Our boss said it's on the house. I see. Thank you for the lovely meal then. And I'm sorry if I startled you with my questions. I was just doing my job. I understand. I was just a bit shocked after the cops came up to us and interrogated me as if I were the suspect. I'm just here to help a mother find her lost son. Okay. Here's my card. Just call me if you remember anything or are ready to talk. I'll keep that in mind. Have a pleasant shift, Daria. I wonder what kind of question the cop asked her that elicits such a panic reaction. Or perhaps it was actually something else about Camille that triggered it. Although Mrs. Novak did say that her son didn't have many friends nor people he spent time with, maybe I'm just overthinking it. The waitress could have simply been terrified. Nothing more to it. The rabbit couple and the shelter are the leads to follow closer. I mull over that later. Gotta go get back to HQ to check up on Igor and follow up with the hospital for an update on Mrs. Novak. Maybe Tom and Raymond are having a bit more luck on their end. Alright, and we're gonna take our first 5-minute break here to use the bathroom and refresh on our drink. In the meantime, everyone, stand up, stretch, get some water, get some food. We will be right back in 5 minutes, all right? BRB. Hoot. Hello, we are back. So, we have swapped over to Tomash, and we will be starting that in a bit. Hope everyone had a wonderful break, and on both YouTube and on Twitch. Hello, Clover. Sorry for the late reply. Got my drink, and I'm ready. Given how close the first witness works from the cafe, I didn't have much time for proper conversations with Raymond before we got our first destination. Got to our first destination. Thank you. Welcome feedback. Thank you, Ben. I'll have to get the details later. For now, Raymond has briefed me on the basics of the case, which is enough to ask some questions. Rods. Karina Zubra? The bison crossing? The tiger follows behind as we enter the shop, but there's nobody behind the till. No CCTV, just a convex mirror propped in one of the corners of the ceiling. I wonder if there's a camera in the area around the shop. Maybe we should call out to the owner? Raymond speaks in a hushed voice. I nod. Hello? Is anyone here? Ooh, I'm just gonna read, like, coming. Raymond and I exchanged a look before approaching the counter. An old bison slowly comes out from the back, wearing a forester's uniform, a cap, and a pair of glasses. He throws us a wide, warm smile, showing a few missing teeth. Oh, so he doesn't have an image. All right. So, bison. How can I help you boys? I'm Southern now. Hey, how can I help you boys? Raymond looks at me hesitant. I reciprocate. Yeehaw! I reciprocate the man's welcoming gesture with a smile. Sorry to bother you, sir, but we're passing through town on our camping trip. Oh, that's great. Looking for camping supplies? Tents, cords, fire starters? Where are you planning to camp, by the way? We aren't sure yet. Somewhere nearby, maybe, although my friend here is kind of scared. The big tiger? Scared? Pfft, I doubt it. Well, I heard there's been some missing people in the forest nearby. The old man gives us a hard stare. I guess you're not from around here. There's not much to it. You ask me, it's probably people just running away from their own lives. Either way, it's been a while since any of that. Our woods are safe now. Safe my ass. Either he doesn't know about Mrs. Novak's attack, or he just really wants to sell us something. While omitting the gory details, I turn to Raymond and give him a discreet wink. We haven't discussed any signals, but I hope he knows to play along. Are you certain? We did some research before coming. Yeah, the only major disappearance happened a while ago. How long ago? Maybe like a year or two. Some kids went missing. It's hard to remember all those runaways. Runaways? The bison raises an eyebrow, to which I returned with a cocky smile. Honestly, I just want some reassurance from my friend. I'm glad to hear it was nothing. The old man chuckles, scratching the back of his neck as he leans closer and lowers his voice. Well, those kids did come here to stock up on some supplies, just like you guys did. And they asked a lot of questions, like you did. And then they vanished. Like you will. Is what I imagine he'd say next. I looked at him, trying to maintain the slightly crooked smile on my face, even though the way he said it makes it hard to do so. His words sounded mildly threatening. Or so they say, but I'm sure they simply went on their merry way. You don't believe they disappeared? He continues to smile, his fingers tapping on the counter to the beat of the shop's music playing in the background. Who knows? They were a rowdy bunch. Wouldn't surprise me if they went their separate ways. Two of them were arguing the whole time, lots of yelling too. Were they being rude to you, sir? Uh-huh. One was the cougar with reddish fur. He looked like the leader of the group. He was yelling at the female collie, saying that she cheated on him. When I asked him to tone it down, he snapped back. Well, luckily we're nothing like those customers. Hope it didn't turn violent. Thank God it didn't come to that, but the whole group didn't get uncomfortable. Then they just left the shop and continued arguing outside. What would a group of friends on a camping trip be arguing about so much? Cougar fella wanted to cancel their trip. What is that? Don't tell me he was scared like Raymond over here. Because they didn't get permission to enter Colomino. That makes me frown. Colomino? Yep. It's an old abandoned town a few miles from here. Oh, did I skip one? Sounds interesting. Sure is, but that place is dangerous. The old buildings there could collapse at any moment. What about the other two? You said there were 4 of them. Sure do like to ask a lot of questions. Sorry, I'm just curious. You know what they say about curious cats, eh? Okay, this guy is definitely trying to mess with me. But whatever, I'll just let it slide. Curiosity killed the cat, but satisfaction brought it back. The other 2 left soon after, a female rabbit and a young male tiger. So, they couldn't get permission to enter and just left? Pretty much. The rabbit told me they were just gonna cancel the trip and head back to their university. I see. Again, you sure ask a lot of questions. You're not some undercover journalist, eh? Nah, sorry. I'll stop bothering you about it. Well, you gonna buy anything then? Of course. That's what they came here for. So, you got any duct tape? Our tent got torn because a certain someone accidentally clawed it when we were sleeping. Absolutely. Let me check the back. The old shopkeeper disappears between the shelves before... Oh, he's so nervous. Before coming back out with duct tape in hand. I used a brief opportunity to whisper to Raymond if there's anything else we should ask before going, but the tiger doesn't have time to respond. Right, anything else? Raymond averts his gaze, looking down as if to conceal his emotions. Yet the veins around his fist pop as he clenches them tightly. Did the tiger say anything? The bison folds his arms and seems to be thinking to himself. Not much, really. Though he looked very sad the whole time. But he did get one thing before leaving. The shopkeeper grabs a keychain from the shelf filled with souvenir trinkets. You guys can have that one for free. There's loads of them more collecting dust out in the back. I pay for the duct tape, thanking him for the trinket, and we finally step outside. Not bad. Aside from him acting out, though I think it's just old age catching up to him. The thing that stood out was that he immediately pointed out who the group leader was. Interesting enough to think about, but that comes later. Ooh. We set out on a longer walk. The other witnesses live on the outskirts of town. Raymond has been silent for a while. I gave him the keychain from the shop, and he had been staring at it from time to time. I'm sure he has a lot on his mind right now. It must have been hard for him listening to all that. Hey, wanna have a rest at the playground for a bit? My knees are killing me. Come. We each sit on an empty swing. The joyful shouts of children echo through the chilly autumn breeze as they run around playing tag. Raymond takes a deep breath before slowly exhaling as he fiddles with the keychain. You holding up okay? Yeah. Raymond lifts his head and smiles. You were good at at talking just now. Just years of experience in the field of lying, I suppose. Nothing to be proud of really, but it helps. Very useful skills. It's your line of work. As a cashier? What? La, I meant... I know, I'm just teasing. After we both chuckle, there's a momentary silence. Hey, can I ask you something? Sure. What was your brother like? Miget? Mugat. Okay. New name. Writing down. Okay. M-E-G-A-T. Migat. Mugat. M-U-H-G-I-T. Mugat bin Ramli. Bin Ramli. Red bro. Mugat? Oh, well... Yeah, I know you struggled to listen to what that old man was saying about your brother. So I thought maybe you could tell me more about him. I don't really know where to start. Well, don't know really. I guess I'm a little curious how he ended up all the way in Poland. Okay, Raymond closes his eyes. Aww. He got a full scholarship by the Malaysian government after being the top 50 scorers for the National High School Leveling Exam. Damn! But you were like really proud of him. Raymond tugs the end of his coat while biting his cheeks. His expression is oddly pained. Actually, I resented him a bit. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to. Don't worry, La. As a brother, I'm proud, you know, but whenever we balik kampong on Hari Raya, our relatives would only talk about him and I kept getting compared to him. I'm gonna go back on these, just leaving them out for me to read later. I mean to say, we were quite close when we were young. Before all that, my parents worked at a hawker center in Kuching's in Kuching, serving special Sarawakin laksa. We were quite close when we were young. Before all that, my parents worked at a hawker center in Kuching, serving special Sarawakin laksa. That place was so damn popular. People always came to eat there. So my parents worked till late at night, and since I was the eldest, I had to take care of my little adik. I learned to cook from my father and cooked for my brother when our parents weren't home. I see. No wonder you're so good at it. Raymond chuckles. A tiny smile curves up from the corner of his mouth. Well, like I said, Mugat was very brilliant, you know. Always getting straight A's in exams. And I guess I felt like I wasn't measuring up anymore. Oh. So, in the end, I chose to move away from my family and flew to Kuala Lumpur to work as a kitchen apprentice. Kuala Lumpur. Mugat still tried to keep in touch with me, but I was selfish. I simply wanted to distance myself from them. Raymond stops talking to wipe his eyes. Then, one day, I got a phone call from my father. I heard my mother sobbing in the background when he said that Mugat has disappeared. And then, suddenly, I felt so guilty for leaving. I just had to find him. Raymond clears his throat. Oh, sorry. I seem to have started rambling. You didn't ask about any of this. No, that's fine. I really hope your brother is alright somewhere. I fall silent, letting the tiger gather himself while I gaze silently at the playground. I know how it feels. What do you mean? Just that something similar happened to me, I guess. Oh, tell me. Well, basically, I also lost someone close to me. And I'm doing my best to find out what happened to them. But it feels like even the people closest to me want to keep secrets about it. Raymond gazes at me, clearly waiting for me to elaborate. I sigh. It's weirdly difficult to talk about it, even after Raymond opened up about why he's here. It's my mother. She was a detective, you see. She was investigating some disappearances, kinda like we are right now. Yeah. She was the best detective ever before she... Actually, never mind that. We should get going. I get up quickly as the tiger shoots me a surprised look. In the end, he follows suit. I feel a little guilty for cutting the conversation off so abruptly. But something inside me didn't want to say the words that were about to come out of my mouth. I glance at my phone. Is it Marcus? Nah, just my dad. It's not important. Oh, okay. How are your legs? Still painful? Nah, they're good now. Let's go. I think your dad needs to tell you something important. Mickiewicz. After about 10 more minutes, we arrive at Mickiewicz Street. This one might be easy, especially since I'm already acquainted with the witness. I think we'll just deal with him with a straight-up approach. You sure he'll speak? We know each other, so probably. Okay la, your call then. A ginger male, Tabby, in his 20s is wiping the sweat off his brows as he rakes the fallen red leaves into a huge heap. Oh, my allergy is killing me. I'm definitely going to need a Nasonex. Oh god, did someone join my server? I thought I turned off messages. Is it Marcin? Yeah, I was right. Marcin. Hey there, Marcin. Hey there, Marcin. He stabs the ground with the rake he's holding and supports his weight on it, barely glancing in our direction. He's in his 20s. Whatever it is, I'm kind of busy right now, as you can see. Then his eyes meet mine. Oh! Tomek, I haven't seen you in a long while. I was at uni. Oh, damn. That's amazing. What were you studying? Oh, law, but I went on to become a private detective. I show him Mom's PI license, making sure my finger covers her first name and a bit of her photo. That's awesome, bro. Although you could put a bit more effort in looking like one. Not all detectives wear a trench coat, you know. He begins to laugh before abruptly cutting himself off. Sorry about what happened with your mom, by the way. Thank you. So, what do you want from me? I doubt it's a social call. And who is this? He points at Raymond. He's just a friend tagging along. Nice. Almost like those old detective books. He's your sidekick? Not exactly. Anyway, I'm here about the case. About a case. A case? The 4 students who went missing after coming here on a camping trip. They visited the gas station you worked at during that time. Oh, yeah. I remember that. That was quite a while ago. Based on the police report, you told them that you saw the group leaving town? Yeah, I was working inside when they were at the station. Can you describe what happened? I don't know, bro. The day went as usual. Cars came in droves to get their tanks filled. The traffic from the highway was nearby. Nearby was heavy too. That was when the 2 of them came inside. Which ones? There was a young female rabbit and a male tiger. What about the other 2? Oh, yeah, a male cougar and a female collie. They were outside by the car. Can you describe them a bit more for me? Just your typical jock type, brown fur. The collie was pretty, I guess, but not that special in appearance. What were they up to? They had been at each other's throats since they arrived at the gas station. The collie accused the cougar of cheating on her and slapped him. Was that what you actually heard from her? Yeah. Huh. Anyway, the rabbit just said their trip was a disaster and they were going back home. Did the tiger say anything? He asked for directions back to Warsaw. He seemed like the cheeriest one of the bunch. I see. Thank you. Thanks for your help. Sure thing. We'll leave you to your own devices. Have a good one. I nod, and as we both step off his lawn and begin walking on the pavement. So, how do you think this all went? Well, we gathered the statements, though I have a feeling there were some inconsistencies. Something's amiss. Something's amiss. I feel that also. Raymond frowns. Hey, wanna head back to the Grubi Niedzvech for some food? We can discuss more about that there. Can. This walking already made me damn hungry. Look, there's a bus coming. Sweet, just in time. We are going to the bus. We are going to the bus. Log and report them. Okay, let's see. 1 second. When did they join the party? All right, give me 1 second, guys. It looks like I have a scammer to ban from my server. Let's see. Let's see. Uh, the new Discord layout is being weird. Okay. They're even closed off in DMs. All right. Okay. Let's find them. There we go. And we're golden. All right. David's car is no longer at the group in Niedzved. Guess he picked it up sometime yesterday. I looked towards the woods with unease. The whole thing was so close to here. I expected fewer people to be keen on coming here after what happened, but it's as packed as the other day. Raymond and I sit at the table nearest to the entrance. He stretches his arms and grabs the menu from the wall file holder, then props it up between his face and mine. I can only see his gaze scanning the text on the menu, with steady horizontal sweeps before he looks at me, a bright glint in his eyes. So, what do you want to eat? Maybe something warm? Like rosso? Ooh, nice. I have that one also. He puts the menu back into the file holder and heads towards the counter. After exchanging a few words with the worker behind it, he returns. My phone keeps buzzing. I'm not even interested in checking. Whether it's Marcus or Dad, they deserve some silent treatment. That's what I've been getting after all. Right, so, orders placed. Sweet. I take out the notes Marcus gave me and all the things we learned from the conversations earlier. So, let's investigate the inconsistencies from their statements. Ooh, shit. I think it was the cougar's fur color. The first witness said his fur was red. The second one said it was brown. You're correct. But then brown is just a different shade of red. Maybe he saw in different lighting. Perhaps. What else is there? I think the second witness couldn't have heard the cougar and collie arguing. I think it was also the first one. It was the jock type build. But because like thinking about it now, yeah, the different lighting could be possible. But I already said my statement, so we're gonna keep moving forward. I think the second witness couldn't have heard the cougar and collie arguing, though I'm not sure why. He was inside the shop while they were arguing outside. He was listening to music on his headphones. Ooh. I kind of want to go back. I'm going to use these as notes, so instead of going all the way back. Okay, there's Martin. We're looking for the other guy. We're gonna scroll back a bit more. Let's see. Oh my god, cheating. JK. Hey, these are notes. These are technically notes. Okay, let's see. Let's go up to the top and then vanish. So when? Who knows? They were a rowdy bunch. Wouldn't surprise me. Two of them were arguing the whole time, yelling too. The cougar had reddish fur. It looked like Peter. And the female collie. Not back, not violent, uncomfortable. They left the shop. They continue arguing outside. Cougar fella wanted to cancel. But what about Mi-chan? What? Quite a while ago. I don't remember him saying that he was listening to music from the notes. But now from this situation, I'm gonna have to take notes carefully. I am a detective here. I have to be doing detective work, so I should be taking notes whenever we're interviewing people. Yeah, he bought the key, but yeah, he didn't mention that his other worker was listening to music. Yeah. Let's say he was inside the shop while they were arguing outside. Right, and he was inside the shop when they were arguing. And he mentioned how busy the day was and the heavy traffic from the highway. Yeah, nice la, Tom. But wait, if you didn't hear what they were arguing about, how come both witnesses' statements mentioned the same thing about the Cougar Collie couple? It's not exactly the same. There's one major difference from both statements. The person who committed the cheating. The first witness said it was the collie who was accused of cheating, but the second witness said it was the cougar. Yalla, which one was it actually? No idea, but they did talk about the same thing. How could that be? Either one of them got it wrong, or they're lying because it was way too similar in what they recalled. There's also one inconsistency I realized. What is it? How they described my brother. The bison said my brother looked sad, but the tabby from the gas station said he was the cheeriest of the bunch. Oh, wrong person. Hold up. Wrong voice. My bad. How they described my brother. The bison said my brother looked sad, but the tabby from the gas station said he was the cheeriest of the bunch. Maybe he thought of something that cheered him up on the way there? Could be. Raymond sighs as he twiddles with the keychain. We'll pick it up later. Our orders are here. Raymond, my boy! I was worried you were gonna skip work completely today. Oh, hello Bernard. I don't know yet, la. Got something to deal with today. Sadly. Bernard nods, smiling, and then turns to me as he places our order on the table. Well, if it isn't the troublemaker himself. Hey, old man. Pfft. How are you doing, my boy? I'm alright. Actually, Bernard, now that you're here, I was wondering if Otto has talked to you yet. No, why? Well, he wanted to talk to you about something. But I suppose work has been keeping him busy. Raymond and Tom switch souls. Yes. I could call him right now. I don't know if I should have said anything. He made it clear he wanted to meet you face to face. Is my nephew in trouble? Fine. I'll give him a call later. Thanks, kid. No problem. Right. I'll let you boys enjoy your food. Raymond, I hope you'll be back to work tomorrow because people keep asking about your dishes. And you're not the only one, and you're the only one who knows how to make them well. I won't disappoint you, boss. Attaboy! Bernard lifts himself from the bench and starts walking towards the workers' only door. Thanks. Let's dig in. Raymond blows on the hot soup before slurping it down. This reminds me... it reminds me of Soto Ayam back at home. Very comforting. I can see old Bernard peeking at us from time to time. Raymond stops talking suddenly as I feel a hand land on my shoulder. Oh shit. How did I do the jock voice with accent? That doesn't help. You little devil! I knew you hit on poor Mr. Bartender. Aliash. Oh my god, they're all so cute, but this one's sad. Aliash! What's with the glare? I say how I see it. He's such a sneaky cat, isn't he? David, you're making a scene. Hey, kitty. Mind if we sit down? I glance at Raymond, but the tiger gazes at the two hyenas with an amiable smile. Sure, I guess. Aliash sits next to me. David sneers at him before sitting next to Raymond, who moves his chair to make space for the hyena. Oh god. I just hope David doesn't embarrass me again. At least there's Aliash to keep him grounded. So, who's your new friend? Oh, right. Aliash, this is Raymond. Raymond, this is my friend Aliash. You already know David. Am I saying it right? Aliash? Yeah. You already know David. Nice to meet you, Aliash. I also work here, but I am taking a day off. Nice to meet you, too. Raymond, nice to meet you too, Raymond. You can just call me Eli. Aliash smiles as they both extended their arms and shake hands. What are you both doing here? Well, he wanted to talk about Mom's house. I said no. Then I offered food and he said yes. There was more to it, but sure, let's go with that. Wow, you really sold yourself cheap. Didn't you also agree to the same terms? You got me there. I suppose that's the only way to bleh. I suppose that's the only way to stomach my little brother. True. Hey, I'm here, you know. Okay. Sure. We both ignored David's remark as I continued to sip my Rotshild. Rotshild. Yeah, I say that right. Double checking. David pokes at Raymond and they start talking. Aliash turns to me and whispers, So, it's David, right? Are we interrupting a date here? Just say the word and I'll drag David away. Far from it. Shame. Why? You sounded kinda lonely the last time we talked. I narrow my eyes at him. Don't know what he's implying, but it's frustrating that he'd think I'd go on a date with someone just because I'm feeling lonely. Even if it were, can't I just simply meet and spend time with one of my friends? Aliash stares at me, his eyebrows drawing together as if he were wrestling with my situation. Huh, I'm fine. Huh. Very well. I believe you. Hey, what are you guys on about? You? What? What did I do? What'd I do now? Who knows? Aliash smirks and David slouches in his seat. You should order something. Well, I'll let you do that for me. Let's see if you still remember your brother's favorite dish. David just gawps at Aliash. That's not fair. Your taste could have changed with age. I'm sure you can figure it out, little bro. Alright, I'm gonna order something just to spite you. I'm sure it'll be good. Just trust your nose. What's all this about? We're just bonding, is all. Yeah, I can see that. Oh yeah, Dumb, are you free tomorrow? Hey, I wanted to ask that. Too slow. What's going on? I'm going to our old parents' house. David and I want to go through our old stuff. We could play some games and have some beers, eat some German snacks. German snacks? I'm the German snack. As I give David a stare, an audible groan escapes Eliash. That's... yuck. Yeah, I'll pass on the snacks too. Wow. But seriously, I have a fridge full of German sweets and snacks. Okay, why though? Bet it's to bribe us into visiting him. Nope, it's just for me. Huh, so you wouldn't share? I mean, I'd share them with you. No, Raymond. Oh, Raymond, you're invited too if you want. Tom's friends are my friends, after all. Right, David? Sure. It's okay, La. I don't want to intrude. Nah, come on, it'll be fine. See first, La. I got a lot of work tomorrow. And I'm feeling kind of out of place. Don't worry, Raymond. With how crazy David is, everyone is out of place. Hey! To be honest, I'm not even sure I'm coming myself. That's cool. Just text me if you both change your mind and I can pick you up. Eliash plucks a sheet of napkin from the napkin holder and scribbles down his number. He passes it to Raymond, and Raymond accepts it with open palms and gentle eyes. I just hope Raymond takes this for what it is. Eliash simply being friendly and not the weirdo like his brother is. I don't know how I feel about this invitation anyway. Ellie is good company, but we do have a lot to discuss now that David has suddenly crashed back into our lives. But as for David himself, I'm not sure if I'm down for any casual hangout at the moment. The dinner the other day was, after all, just so I could get an explanation out of him. And the explanation didn't leave me satisfied. Anyway, sorry for cutting this short, but I've got work to do. Detective or cashier? The convenience store is closed by now. I see. Wish I could help, but I don't have a detective brain like you do. You can help me by keeping your brother from disturbing me and Raymond anymore. David pouts his lips from the other side of the table. Ignoring him, I check the notes I made so far. We learned a lot today, but it's still unsatisfactory. For instance, why was the first witness so confident that Mugat and his friends canceled their trip? What if they decide to change their mind and check out Koamino anyway? It's not like the lack of permits has kept many people out. Some of the present company included. Plus, the second witness wasn't as reliable, given such glaring inconsistencies in his statement. And the cops could only trace their steps up until the gas station. They can't even establish that the group has evidently left town back to their university. They couldn't even trace the car they drove passing through the major routes of Tip Niveau. No witnesses, no footage caught by traffic cameras at any road exits. How is that possible? It's a conundrum that sits deep inside my brain, like an itch that's difficult to scratch. Anyway, scratch away. Although... Hey, David? Yeah? Your car's doing fine, right? Yeah. So you can give us a ride then? It's not yet sundown. We should get there in under half an hour. Half an hour? I mean, the tank is still full, but where to? Ignoring the question, I fold the notes and put them away in my pocket. Then give everyone at the table a grin. So, you guys want to help me out with a lead on a case? I don't like the sound of that. Sounds like fun. Tell us more. Why are they so scared? Alright, we are going to take our next 15-minute break to refill on drinks, stretch, and get some more liquids in our booty holes. So we are going to save here and go to the main menu for some music, at least. So, that being said, everyone stand up, stretch, get some water, get some food. We'll be right back with our final break for this visual novel. BRB, guys. Hoot hoot! We're back. Let's continue on where we last left off. Final hour. All right. Open so I can see y'all's pretty little faces on here. Make a left turn. Are you going to tell us where we're going? Soon. David has been driving for 20 minutes towards the edge of town. According to the phone app, it's going to take us 10 more minutes. You sure we shouldn't tell Marcus? He keeps his secrets. This can be ours. Besides, he'll definitely say no to this. He's still tied to the cops awaiting permission. If he goes against the chief, he'll be in deeper trouble than if I did. But if you're afraid, you could stay in the car, Raymond. You've been here before. I'm not, La. I'm just afraid for you, Tom. I'll be fine. Wait, so we're going to Coamino? Aren't we? What? Isn't that place off limits? Which didn't stop us when we were kids. Maybe you should stay away from Coamino. I heard it's gotten worse. I'm mixing up voices now. Because it's getting that time of the day, and I apologize. Well, if I disappear, at least you guys know where to find me. I laugh loudly, but none of them are laughing along with me. Instead, their expressions range from fear to worry. That's not funny! I mean, it could be exciting. As long as the buildings don't collapse and kill us all. That's even worse! I already told Tom it's dangerous, but this guy's damn stubborn one. Hey, hold on. You agreed to it just now, though. Of course, La, because I can tell you will go there by yourself eventually. Fair. You two can stay in the car. Raymond and I will check it out. The brothers look at each other before looking back at me. I will go with you. You sure? Yeah. Fine. What about me? I don't want to be left alone out here. You can stay in the car and be on the lookout. How long would you guys take? I don't know. Don't worry. We'll be back before nightfall. My phone's fully charged. We can call each other if something's up. God. Hey, 9 lives, remember? You're insane! David eventually relents and agrees to stay behind. Coamino has always been an alluring spot for kids from the neighborhood. It's an old, dilapidated town that nobody lives near anymore. Certainly, local kids love daring each other on who can go in the furthest. Also, I did look up the places here, Ben. They are breathtaking, some of them. I've seen Coamino. I didn't realize how dilapidated most of the buildings were until now. And then there were 2 who went further than most did. Although one of them is now acting like a wuss. Okay, we're here. David pulls over to the empty stretch of road, hidden between tall grass and dense bushes. Nice hiding spot. I feel the beginning of a headache. Really gotta start carrying around some painkillers. I press the side of my temples firmly, drawing looks from Aliesh and David. At that, I put my hand down and feign a smile. Hopefully the headache won't show up at the wrong moment again. Hopefully it won't show up when we're about to get chased or anything. I don't know. Something bad might happen and they're like, oh, a headache. Oh no. My God. Tomash, bring your medication into... Dude, does no one carry their medication in their bags anymore? I get it, they're probably really heavy painkillers, but like still. Tom, just be safe. The place always gives me the heebie-jeebies. I will. How about the rest of us? Well, fine. You be safe too. David sticks out his tongue before looking back at me, his brows furrowed as he gives me a single nod. We leave David's car and start walking. Right. Stick close. I nod as we follow a dirt trail that meanders deep into the forest. The path looks like any hiking trail, I'll bet very narrow and neglected. Wild weeds brush against our ankles as we tread further and further through the overgrown passage. But it doesn't take long for the dirt underneath our feet now to turn into a brick pathway, a relic of a past civilization. Well, not that past. Still, nature has a strong hold over this place now, desperately reclaiming everything. The benches that once lined the pathway are now broken and smothered by ivy plants, wrapping their tendrils around them. It's been a while since I've seen any of this. David is right. At least everything seems even more overgrown than I remember. I'm hoping we will find something. Anything, really. I allowed yawn. Oh no. Ah! Why does the word make me yawn? I hate this. I hate that the word yawn makes me yawn sometimes. A loud yawn draws attention from both Aliesh and Raymond. I promptly shrug. Better not tell them that I've gotten less than 2 hours of sleep today. It is very contagious. Everyone stays silent as we walk. Maybe they're nervous at this point. Everyone stays silent as we walk. Maybe they're nervous at this point. The dense rows of trees abruptly thins out, revealing an expansive, open area in front of us. The whole town of Coaminos lies bare for us to marvel at. The huge complex are what remains of once bustling population, now abandoned and decaying. It feels like a totally different world. While we were passing through the overgrown area, everything felt alive. Not so much here. The grass is brown and often lies flat. The trees look unhealthy. Only the ivy thrives, creeping up the crumbling walls. But looking back to where we came from, the forest surrounds the town like a green wall, marking the exact boundary of this place. Everything feels unnatural. I take a deep breath. Raymond scans the surroundings, frequently shifting his weight from one leg to another. Aliesh, on the other hand, appears calm, collected, and on high alert. His ears twitch as he picks up on anything that sounds off. Where do we start? Well, let's say that the missing group didn't go home and wanted to check out this place no matter what, without permission to do so. Just like us. Raymond ends the statement with an awkward smile. I give him a long look. Maybe rushing deep into Coamino is a bad idea, especially without any proper equipment or more people to cover each other's backs. But we're here already. Might as well look around even briefly. Aside from the apartment buildings, there are 2 locations in this town that stand out. First, let me ask you, knowing how dangerous this place is, you think they'd risk going in deep? My brother wouldn't. He's not like that. I see. So there is a possibility that they split up. Maybe. I don't think my brother would go alone. So if he didn't want to explore too deep, maybe he stayed behind. Like how we're having David? How we're leaving David? Yeah. Could also be that they just convinced him to stick together. If they decided to go deeper, they'd be risking a lot, especially if they're not prepared. Besides, Kitty, you and David should have already known that. I give Alaish a quick glance, his lips purse flat as he looks away. We were kids then. It's fine now. Maybe talking about that now isn't a good idea. I don't want to freak out Raymond. So, what if they didn't go that deep into Koomino? Based on our assumptions, Raymond's brother could have stayed in the car. My brother would probably stayed. That's possible, or he went to check a different location. There is one place in this town that could be a good starting point. If Raymond's brother really decided to stay behind, the rest of the group wanted to investigate the town. And the rest of the group wanted to investigate the town. Then that's definitely where they went. Which location are you referring to? Follow me. This isn't a good moment to keep things to yourself, Tom. Yalla. Well, if going deep into town isn't a good idea, what's the alternative? Are you trying to check my knowledge on Koomino? Just want to see if you remember. He sighs. The administrative complex. Yeah, the only place where its roof wouldn't collapse on our heads. Or the ground swallow us. Why so dramatic, one? But seriously, I don't think that place is that stable either, especially by now. Well, we won't know till we see it. We walk towards the administrative complex, and I glance back to the rest of the town. The looming buildings behind us stand like silent sentinels, their windows like 100 tiny eyes staring at us. From any one of them, they could be someone peering at us at a distance. Oh my god, it's getting creepy, guys. Oh my god. I could feel it in my toes. I could feel it in the air. Something's gonna attack us. Maybe we find a body. What if we found I don't think he would find a body, right? Maybe? I don't know. I'm kind of like, I'm on edge on my own right now, and it's like very exciting. Oh my god, I'm excited. Then again, now's not the time to be paranoid. I'm the one who brought us here, after all. I avoid mentioning or reacting to the headache that keeps building steadily, beginning to pound away at my skull. The last thing I want is to make them worry. We venture into another passage, veering away from open areas. Dead twigs and leaves snap and crunch under our feet. I check to see if Aliesh and Raymond are doing alright. Noticing my glance, the hyena steps forward slightly quicker than Raymond and talks to me in a quieter voice. So, I know this might not be a good time, but... Yeah? Now that David's back, how do you feel about it? Wow, yeah, you're right. This is definitely not a good time. I really don't want to talk about it. Come on, I want to know. I clench my jaw, looking straight ahead, trying to decide if it's the headache making me so annoyed or the topic of David. Fine. I don't know how to feel. I'm hoping that he can sort his shit out. Although it feels like he's making it all about himself again. Did he tell you what he wants exactly? I reckon it's the same thing he told you. That he wants his life and friends back. Yeah, but what does it even mean? Didn't he have already a life in Germany? No idea, dude. You're his brother. You probably know way more than I do. Maybe he didn't enjoy that life. I literally know nothing. He went to see you first, after all. Fair. So, what are you thinking? Are you gonna give him another chance? I don't know. Shit is messed up right now and too much stuff is going on. Makes sense. Like, he definitely acts like his old self. But, you know, whenever he's around, I just feel confused, angry. Betrayed? Yeah. Ellie falls silent as we continued walking. Raymond looks at us inquisitively. He probably wonders what the hell we've been talking about. I'm surprised. Why? Well, when you were young, it was obvious that you guys were very much into each other. I mean, I get that. I almost stopped in my tracks to stare at him. Instead, I let out a frustrated sigh. What's your point? Dom, do you still have feelings for him? His direct question stuns me like a taser, my train of thought dissipating like mist. I know I don't have feelings for David anymore. But did I ever? As a friend, sure, but I don't know if there was more to it. Maybe a childish crush at best. Whatever it was, it's long gone. Where did that come from? With everything happening around, you seem lonelier. That doesn't even make sense. I'm hanging out with you right now, no? I know this detecting stuff is fun to you and all, but taking your friends to solve a case isn't actually hanging out. What? It's not fun for me when people disappear. Like, the fuck do you even mean? What I'm trying to say, loneliness can be scary sometimes, and with David being back and all, it's just a feeling, but I think he still cares. So what? You're going to defend him now? What? No. What I mean is, I don't think he's fully understand what he's made others go through. I don't want you to be hurt again. I won't. Good. He steps a bit closer before leaning in and whispering in my ear. Besides, you've got a cute beefcake right here. And if you don't make a move... Eliash directs his sly gaze at Raymond walking behind. I shake my head while he smirks, stepping back. Wow, you're really rotten. At least I can still tell you and David are brothers. What are you guys talking about? Sorry to leave you out, big guy. Just old friends catching up. Eliash slows down, leaving me to walk in front while he strikes up a conversation with Raymond. So, Malaysia, eh? Never been anywhere outside this country, to be honest. Oh, come visit lah. We've got the nice cheap street food, warm beaches, and warm people all year round. Yeah, I bet you do. I hate having to deal with the cold winter each year. Eliash seems genuinely invested in Raymond. I thought he'd be more reserved about it. As our conversation goes on, the hyena mentions his love of fishing and offers to take Raymond with him. Can. That sounds fun. They chuckle occasionally as they continue talking. You eat the rice with your hands, yeah? What about noodles? For noodles, I use fork lah, or chopsticks. It'd be cute if we weren't in an abandoned town where people may have gone missing. Doesn't help that the headache by now has grown strong enough that I find it hard to concentrate on the words being said. Hey, Dom. Yeah? You know where you're going, right? You know where you're going. This place is nothing but trees now. Can barely see shit. Why would you look for that, though? I shoot Eliash a cheeky smile and focus back on the path. We're almost there. So, Coamino was once a POW camp in World War II. True or not? Marcus told me a bit. Yeah. After the Union fell apart, some of the structures were dismantled to be used as construction materials for the rebuilding of the Baltic culture in Warsaw. Oh, thank you, Ben. Pałac Kultura in Warsaw. What Tom is saying is basically that nobody wanted to live here after the Soviets moved out. Yeah. The government even tried to sell the land multiple times. But without success, I'm going to screenshot that actually. Thank you, Ben. But without success, we now have our little abandoned town in the middle of nowhere. I see. And the place that we're going? The administration complex. So, nothing's there now? Uh-huh. Nothing more than ruins. Well, yes and no. Is it safe? No. Stop spooking him. Spook? Word got? I'm not trying to. The whole place is dangerous. We've talked about this. Come on, we're almost there. I hasten my pace, each step a battle against the harsh overgrowth. All of a sudden, my stride turns erratic and unsteady as my vision blurs into a dizzying whirlpool. I momentarily lose my balance. Luckily, my innate reflexes compels me to seize hold of a nearby tree trunk. The sharp pain sears through my skull. I clasp my forehead, trying to quell the stinging sensation. Whoa! You alright? Sorry. Yeah, just slipped. Did you hit yourself? The pain is a lot stronger than before. I don't know if it's the stress or the lack of rest catching up to me with a vengeance. It's nothing. Let's just keep going. I'm having a deja vu right now, and I'm not liking it one bit. Maybe we should go back. You don't look good, kitty. I said it's nothing. We're almost there anyway. I agree with Aliesh. Oh, you guys are best buds now? Hope so. That's not the point, though. I get your point. That's why we're going to do this quickly and go home. Fine. Might as well get it over with. I can carry you, Tom. What? In case you slip again. No, I'm fine. Thank you for the offer, though. I give him a reassuring smile as his brows wrinkle in concern. After trekking for another minute, we eventually leave the overgrown path. Same as before. Nature just stops growing after a certain point, as if nothing dares to live here. There, it emerges, the administration complex. Or, what's left of it. The entrance to the main building is blocked by large debris and boulders. We skirt around to seek another point of entry. Through a tunnel adjacent to it, inside it is just pitch darkness. Hope you got a flashlight. I do, yeah. Only one though, so just stay close. Aliesh sighs and uses his phone for light. Seems like you know your way around here. Have you been here before? Yeah, but it's been a while. Like a decade ago. I at Aliesh for his unnecessary comment. But he's not wrong. Time has definitely degraded this place even further. We come out of the end of the tunnel, relieved to be basking in the dim light again. Behind the main building is the back entrance, its door already missing. We enter. I don't like this. The signage that once adorned different parts of the building are weathered, their edges are chipped and crooked with missing Cyrillic letters in between words. My phone starts vibrating as I scan the interior, trying to recall the layout. Aliesh and Raymond look to me in anticipation of my next move. Hey, David. What's taking you so long? Jeez, calm down. We literally just arrived. It's been too long. Hurry up. Okay, fine. Just give us like 15 more minutes. Oh, great. I don't want to stay here alone any longer. We won't be long. I'm on my way. Where are you? The admin building. All right, I'm on my way. The feed's on his way. I don't like that they're a little dimmer in here. Great. Who's going to be our lookout now? Let's just get this over with fast then. We proceed to walk along the dusty corridor littered with broken bottles and plastics. Raymond points out a tattered sleeping bag lying nearby. Here got the homeless people sleeping also? By the looks of it. Well, it's becoming a rare sight after the police started conducting semi-regular sweeps of Koamino. Still, it hasn't stopped vandals and teens from making their hangout spot. As we go further and further, everything's slowly coming back to me now. I'm like having my hand, just because of what happened with the basketball thing, my hand is on the mouse at the ready now because of you, Ben. You're gonna make me paranoid in this game of me having to click something very important and then me missing it, causing something to happen. I'm putting my pens away. I'm not keeping writing notes right now. Oh my god. Oh god. Nothing bad. I remember these red walls, though the paint by now had turned pale and chipped away, revealing raw bricks underneath. So, what are we exactly looking for? Anything conclusive. But what does it even mean? I don't know. Wasn't this your plan? I guess just look around. Sorry, I got nothing concrete. Hey, it's fine. There's a few rooms here we can check out. I mean, who knows how long it will take for Marcus to get an approval. Might as well have a look. Yet, now that I'm here, I feel lost. There's quite a few rooms here. Let's check each of them together. Sure, better than splitting up. Yeah. Right. The first room we venture into has been ransacked entirely, leaving just broken pieces of decaying furniture behind. The walls are now gaping holes with missing bricks, allowing a bit of light to filter through. I kick off some dirt and move a few bricks around on the floor, looking for anything peculiar. Nothing. Most of the other rooms appear to be in the same condition. Nothing out of the ordinary. Come on, there has to be something. As we leave the room and walk further along the corridor, Raymond accidentally steps on something metallic. He steps away and picks up a rusty metal sign. Guys, I found something. Tom, what does this say? Do not enter. Danger. What? I didn't skip Russian class at school. Nerd. Eliash proceeds to ignore me, instead inspecting the sign and its surroundings. This floor, or, well, what's left of it, was mostly office spaces. What's so dangerous about it? We enter the room near where Raymond found the sign. It looks like another office room that has been looted and left to rot. Tall bookshelves lie on the floor with parts of the wood missing and chipped. Hey, help me lift this. Oh my god. Raymond and Eliash lift the shelf while I shine the flashlight on the floor underneath. As I crouch, I notice a piece of paper sticking out under a pile of rubble. I stick my hand underneath and grab it. They let go of the shelf, and it falls back with a thud. Meanwhile, I inspect the piece of document in my hand. The edges are frayed and torn. The ink, on the other hand, has faded, leaving a few vague words in German. David should know what they mean. That's... I'm gonna say this now, Ben, I hate you. I don't like... Whoever did the sound production in this, I hate them right now. I hate them so much right now. Thank God I have only one headphone in. Oh my god, I hate this. 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 That's not funny. What's not funny? Har, you guys trying to scare me? I don't know what you're talking about. You didn't hear... It was yours? You didn't hear that? Heard what? Tom, grow up. Is it those whispers again? Not now. You have to go back? Okay. Editor comfy. Enhance the voice somehow? If I do end up editing this down at some point, I'm not sure anymore. Oh my god. Or past comfy, just like see where it started. I exit the room to check if anyone's nearby. There's only 3 of us. Is that... From the corner of my eyes, I see something flicker down the hall. I step closer and notice a silver light cruising down a flight of stairs leading downstairs. That sight makes me shudder. The memory that surfaced in my brain is not a fun one. I don't like that! I saw that! I saw that hand! Oh, I'm blocking it. There was a hand. There was a hand right behind my PNG. Oh my god, I hate you. I hate you so much. I mean this in good faith and fun. I hate you for doing that. Oh my god. Oh my god. No. No. Where's my PNG? I'm moving that back. Fuck. I'm... Fuck you for that hand. Fuck you so much. Oh my god, it begins. The crackling voices of children as the door shut tight, the warm tears trickling down my face as I pleaded to be let out, and the fading footsteps as David ran away seeking help. From behind, a big paw lands on my shoulder, clasping it firm. I gasp. David, why'd you do that to me? Why did you pop out like that? Hey, Tom! David steps out from the shadow, dangling his phone playfully, the light beam from his flashlight swinging back and forth across the hallway. Fuck you, you fucking piece of shit! Tom? Tom, what happened? Aliash and Raymond are left agape as David laughs his ass off. I take a slow, deep breath, clutching my still racing heart. Mine as well. Sorry. I'm sorry too. Didn't mean to scare you like that. Actually, I did. But yeah, sorry again. Yeah, whatever, asshole. Are you guys done yet? It's already getting dark outside. I suppose. There's still the area downstairs we need to check. And what's left upstairs? Oh, no. We're leaving. Also, we found this. It's in German. Can you read it? Oh, I can barely see shit here. Let's just leave. I'll look into it later in proper lighting. But, Tom, come on. I really don't want to stay here anymore. Honestly, me either. Same. See? You got outvoted. Let's just go. Fine. I glance one last time at the fucking red hand that appeared in the bottom right corner. Expecting something there, but it's empty. We head out the building. The headache that has been tormenting me seems to let up a little as we step outside. I don't like that I saw that hand, Ben. I don't like it. I left one psychological horror. Why am I returning to another one? We walk in silence on the overgrown path. I guess I really lost track of time back then, not expecting it to be quite this dark yet. Oh my god. Oh! Why were you timed out? What? Most people don't see it. Pepe. Damn it! I really need to get rid of that. Ugh. Sorry, Ben. Most people don't see it. I've been in way too many psychological horror VNs to not notice something flashing on my screen. Even as small. That tiny hand. Jesus Christ. As we're approaching the area where we left the car, however, the dark surroundings are suddenly set ablaze by the glare of an approaching car light. The lights are accompanied by the ominous hum of the car's engine. We all freeze and exchange panicked looks before all four of us dash into a bush. The car stops only a few meters away from us. The door creaks open as the headlights flicker off, making it hard to tell who it is. As my mind races to figure out if someone has shown up to bust us for going into a forbidden area, I notice a familiar silhouette. I can't be too sure, but it looks to be the wolf from Anna's shop. But why is he here? This can't be good. Tom, we gotta go. I don't like that so much. This would have been a perfect time to end it, but I want to know more. We'll keep going. We're gonna keep going for like another 21 minutes. 21? Yeah, 21 minutes. Oh, and this is the last scene? Oh, this is the last scene of the build? Aw. Like, how long would you say this is the last scene? Like, how long of a scene? We might end it here, end the YouTube end here then. If we want to at least save it for when is October 1st on Monday? No, we can save this for the 30th. Yep, then you'll be caught up. In 10 minutes, you'll finish. Aw. All right, then we're gonna save here for the final one till the next update, I guess. So for now, we are going to end it on YouTube. On the YouTube end. So for the YouTube side, thank you all for watching. I hope you. Oh, you saw it? I just got here. Hi, John. Sorry, I'm getting caught up to the I'm getting caught up to what the end of the build. So we're gonna save it for next week. We're gonna finish the last 10 minutes next week. So yeah. Yeah, sorry, John. We're getting close, and I don't know if we should just continue or end it here. I like if it's just 10 minutes, we could continue. Yeah, you know what? We'll continue. You know what, John, since you just got here, just for you, I'm gonna continue it. We're gonna continue. We saved it either way. We'll continue. Is it Arek? Areksu. Yeah, that the rabbit. We'll continue. So the rabbit, Arek, wasn't lying about his father-in-law passing and leaving the house to his wife. The other house doesn't seem irrelevant since the guy was just drunk driving and crashed. The car accident doesn't seem to be tied to Camille at all. So this guy's house could have just been Camille trying to lead Tom astray. After he figured out he was being followed. But then why would he lead Tom to his hiding place? Was he trying to lure him in there? Or maybe he just wanted Tom to see something. Hard to guess at his motives right now. According to the doctor, Mrs. Novak is improving, but they don't know when she'll wake up. So my only leads right now are Arek and the shelter and this cursed pictures. I stare at the photos. My anger spikes each time I looked at one of them. The fact that Tom was being followed by Camille before we followed him. What would that bull want from Tom in the first place? I'm missing something obvious. The fuck does it all mean? I'm getting more and more restless. Doesn't help that Tom still hasn't called. He probably is still mad at me over his mother. No updates on his investigation with Raymond or their situation. Maybe he is just hanging out with Raymond after all of that, hopefully. But it's not like him to leave the case hanging. I should call him. Hey, it's Tom. Sorry, but I can't answer right now. Please leave a message. Nothing. And again. Hey, it's Tom. For fuck's sakes, should I go look for him? I don't want him to think I babysit him all this time. I drum my fingers against the desk, staring at the clock. He should be home by now at least. Maybe Raymond will pick up. No answer there. All right, I'm tired of waiting. I'll check Tom's house first and then the bar. Tom? I run out to the door and swing it open. Carol squeezes past me without a word. I keep calling it Carol. Carol. Yeah, it was right. Carol? It's late. Why are you here? Carol doesn't say anything, instead stepping further into the office, looking around. Well, make yourself comfortable. He staggers around the room, his steps heavy and unbalanced. His eyes suddenly lock with mine. He glares at me, his fists tightly clenched, his eyes unfocused and teary. Where the fuck is my son? Tom? Shouldn't he be home by now? I was just about to head to your place and talk to him. Don't lie to me! Well, he's not here. That kid, always coming home late, looking tired all the damn time. Then, one day, the police calls, saying he's found an injured woman in the forest. And you know what he said? He was trying to help people. He was trying to help people. Carol, you've been drinking. Calm down. Oh, fuck off! You know, my only regret is letting you into our lives. You took my wife, my life, and now my fucking son? I've got no fucking clue what you're talking about. I've never taken anything from you. But I think it's easier to blame someone else for your own fuck-ups, no? Ha! You fucking funny. When I was serving my ass off in the military for this godforsaken country. Carol, no! You watched as my own son grew up, and my wife, you took her away from me. Eva's disappearance wasn't my fault. Yeah, and guess who got blamed for it? Carol, come on. Your neighbors heard you and Eva having a big fight that night. You were arguing about her job. Always arguing about it. Because of you! Me? What? You love her, don't you? For the love of God, are you really this dense? You know I'm not. Answer the fucking question! I do, but not in the way your small brain imagines it. I really cared for Eva. She's the one who put my life back together. Shit, Carol, I got no time for your jealousy trips. And Tom is like a son to me, and that's true. Your what? You heard me. My wife disappeared because of her investigation, and now you're leading my son into the same fate? You were cancer to our family, Marcus. Says the guy who drinks himself away and beats his own kid. The chilling gaze in his eyes. He may not be a murderer, but as a former soldier, he's definitely trained to kill. I've got to be careful. Where is he? In an instant, Coral lunges towards me, ramming his head towards my gut. His arms are wrapped around my waist as we tumble to the floor. His whole body is now on top of me, my arms trembling as I grasp both of his wrists to fend off his incoming blows. He begins pushing down on my arms harder and harder. My elbows can only hold him for so long before they buckle under his onslaught. Ah! The agonizing pain forces me to let go of his hands, which allows him to take advantage. Tell me! Here he comes again. If only I could just... Fuck! He managed to claw deep across my lower side of my jaw. It begins to bleed. With all the energy I can muster, I grab his shoulders and throw him off to the side with one swift motion. We roll and tumble on the carpet as I use his momentum against him to put myself in more favorable position. Let me go! Let me go, you disgusting! Carol begins to sob uncontrollably. His alcohol-laden slobber mixed with warm tears begins to soak into the carpet. Give it up already. The hell is wrong with you? Give me back my son, please! You think this is helping anyone? Please. Carl's muscles eventually becomes limp as he slowly passes out on the floor. With the strength I have left, I haul his 80-kilo dead weight into the adjacent room and lay him upon the sofa. I check the time. It's already 1 o'clock. I give Tom a call. Where the hell are you, Tom? Hey, it's Tom! To be continued. We're gonna save right here. That's where we save. Alright. To be continued. Oh my god. So, there we go. There's a goofy out white. Gives them the credits it might recognize. Is a goofy guy? Hold up. Oh. White G-ship. Credit that I might recognize. Oh. Where's the G-ship? My god, look at all these peeps. Oh. Oh, Yakult was a townie tier supporter? Cute. Does that mean we're gonna see those characters in play too? It's me, John 2. Yay! Nice. Alright. There we go. That's where we'll end the YouTube side. We saved in a good spot that we can transition into the next build. So, with that being said, for the YouTube side, thank you for watching and stopping by. I hope you stay comfy and cozy in this owl cottage. We are going to be playing Dungeons and Dragons later for with the Bounty's Call crew at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, GMT -5. I'll put the link in the YouTube chat below if you would like to head over to the waiting room if you would like. But with that being said, we are going to end the stream here. So have a good night, YouTube. Bye-bye.